MGM fam, we are live with Value Vibes podcast where we talk about NFTs with your lads, Zircon, myself, and Soul Investor, the value, the drama, and the vibes. And today, specifically about the vibes, because we have a special guest here. The NFT project brewed up around November and built a massive community before Mint. One of the most talked about projects this year. We literally talked about them every week, and they had a successful reveal this week on their art, trending on the top 10 NFT volume sales right now within all the NFT ecosystem, surpassing Azuki. I am pleased to announce that we have Oogy Project here with one of the founders, Justin, who is an OG Solana NFT user. He's a design engineer for Oogy. Welcome, Justin. How's it going, man? What's up?
What's up, fellas? It's going fantastic. Pleasure to be here. I've been following you guys for at least over a month now. I know we used a clip for one of our promo videos, and yeah, it's an honor to be here. Huge fans, you guys.
For sure. Same here. Pleasure to have you here. It's exciting. We have a lot of questions for you, and for sure, the first question is basically, what's the story behind the project, behind Oogy?
Yeah, so I started Oogy with two of my friends here in San Diego. It was myself, Andy, and Brian, and we started in March of 2022. And we've been in this space a while. You know, we really liked art, we really liked community, and I guess with our primary focus when starting Oogy is that we wanted to create new and unique art that was different. Tell the story of art through short form video content, and just really create like a new character, right? And I think around that time, it was like back in March 2022, you know, you could just see like all these different animals being used, insert any adjective, any animal, and it was done. It was that era of like all that stuff. And we just felt like in terms of the like generative space in art, like there was just a lot more opportunity for creativity, for innovation, and just like putting a lot of thought behind it. So yeah, that's how we came up with the Oogy character. You know, it's this intergalactic animal species, something different, something refreshing, something new. And yeah, we really just spent 9 months ideating on that character and just refining that design. And yeah, along the way, we did this thing where we would get iterative feedback the whole time on our art, through different artists, through different one-on-one artists. And we actually ended up receiving feedback from like over 300 people throughout this whole process. Like while creating the art, we would constantly receive feedback every week from friends, family, one-on-one artists, just our friends in the space. And, you know, that's led to what you see today with the Oogy on your screen there. And then by getting feedback from all these one-on-one artists, we actually established like a really strong relationship with them. And it's super powerful because we have like 80, I think like 77 to 80 one-on-ones within the collection. And yeah, I mean, you can just tell there's so much variety. You know, there's pixel art, there's abstract, there's, you know, GIFs, there's just so many different types of art within the collection, which I think is super special for a generative collection, something that's super unique. So that's something we're very proud of.
Yeah, and like the one thing like I saw on the podcast with Marco Sells that you're basically like on very detailed like on the brand side. I mean, what's your background with this whole project as a founder?
Yeah, so my Web 2 background is in product design engineering. So I actually did a lot of work with like Boeing, helping to design their airplanes, more on like the technical side, like with you know, choosing materials, designing fuselages, designing the wings, the flight, the lift, a lot of like physics involved there. But there is a small aspect of like aesthetics, so to say. And like whenever you design something, the aesthetics always play into that. And then it led me to working in the defense industry with like missile systems, radar systems, a lot of the products that we sent over to Ukraine. I played a large part in designing. And yeah, that, believe it or not, that translated to designing JPEGs. It's just a whole different scope in terms of like variables, in terms of like the product design cycle, but it's the same process, right? You get feedback, you create, and you just keep iterating until you have a product that you believe the consumers will be happy with. And yeah, that's been a large part of what I do for Oogy, you know, with like the brand, creating this brand that really resonates with people, that is powerful, that is bold. And then whenever you see an Oogy on the timeline, like our goal is when you scroll past an Oogy, you immediately know it's an Oogy on your timeline. And I think we did a great job there in succeeding.
Yeah. Yeah, especially this one. Like this like one of my favorites. I just I don't know why, but I just like that black collar tee neck thing going on around them. I
Yeah,
don't know. It's
that's
just
actually
just
from
one of
like
it's just it's nice
the
style.
Rock's meme. Yeah, that's from the Rock meme. That was the
Oh, it is,
inspiration
huh?
there. Yeah.
But I can talk about art all day. These guys are like laughing at me because this literally like I could talk about this for a
Yeah.
long time. So I'm gonna pass it on to them. Soul Investor, go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, it's super incredible to see what you guys have built. It's quite interesting to hear how what your background is, and I still haven't fully connected it to NFTs, but I guess going from designing jets to designing animals on the internet makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I mean,
Another,
design, at the end of the day, design is design, right? There's a ton of theories around design, but it always comes down to the fundamentals. And I think, believe it or not, it really does transfer.
that's it's great to see. It's great to see. Another aspect of Oogy, and it really is maybe Oogy's strongest point, definitely its strongest point in my opinion. But how did you guys go about building such a strong community? Where did that come from? How did it start? And how have you maintained
Dude, I know.
it?
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I when we started, you know, we believe that art, you know, art gets you in the door, right? That's the first impression of a project, but community is the one that really helps you stick around. That's the one that makes the most noise. And if you don't have a very prominent community, you know, you're not going to succeed as an NFT project. So for us, when we first started, like since day one, we were doxxed in this space. Like I didn't even know what doxing was. I created my Twitter account and I think I posted a picture at Coachella like 2 weeks later. I didn't understand the concept of like not being doxxed. So since day one, we were just out there. You know, we had nothing to hide, fully believe in this space, fully believe in this project. And that really just resonated with people, like being able to connect with founders on a level where you know who they are, you know they're putting themselves out there, you know they're giving it their all. And that's just the mantra we've really carried just with Oogy. We went on, obviously, Mark's podcast. We were the first project to do that before Mint. And yeah, that's just what we've prided ourselves in throughout this whole journey, and being transparent, you know, being engaged with the community, being engaged with these different subgroups and sub communities and all our friend groups. And yeah, that's really how it started. And I think it's really set this new meta of transparency with founders, with credible backgrounds, doing this full time. And I think that's really what we need to do in this space to help push it forward for having these legitimate projects. And then in terms of maintaining it, you know, it's been the same thing. Like I get this question all the time: how did you guys maintain your floor price when you messed up the reveal? You know, when literally the one product you're supposed to deliver is the art, and you take 5 to 6 weeks to do that. And that was just transparency, right? We had daily AMAs in the Discord, giving updates on what we were working on that day. We had our devs come on and explain the issues that were within the reveal process, you know, the issues that cause a delay, the issues on why this is going to take 3 to 4 more days or another week. And it's just being transparent, the whole time. As you know, simple as that sounds, that's really what it is at the end of the day. Just making sure the community is involved in everything that's going on behind the scenes.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I really like the way you've treated the community as a whole, and the way there's always going to be setbacks when you try something new. So it
Yeah.
is what it is, and I love how you guys handled it. Uh,
Yeah, who started that
sorry, Phil.
that pink square movement? Because like when that whole process, there was like this pink square movement that just kept going. Was that the community that started it all? They just started putting
So
these pink squares everywhere.
so on the marketing side, we did start that. Like all the founders changed their PFPs to that pink square, and then that was with the anticipation that reveal would be, within the next 2 days, and we ended up rocking the pink PFP for like 3 weeks. So didn't go as planned, but those 2 days, my timeline was all pink and it was special. So there's definitely some potential there for the future.
Yeah, I
Nice.
saw you wore a Degods t-shirt to Coachella. Can we expect you to wear an Oogy t-shirt for the next Coachella? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I was sad.
Very important
I was
questions
sad
here.
we missed this past one because obviously reveal. But yeah, I would love to wear an Oogie one the next time around for sure.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been great if we saw you at Coachella.
Oh, were you guys there?
No, I'm saying like during this whole process right now. Like,
Oh yeah,
right
definitely.
there.
That's bad PR. Yeah, even being in like
Yeah.
New York, I felt bad because I was there early. Andy and Brian were behind working on reveal, and yeah, I just felt guilty like networking with people, going to like we'd go to obviously these parties to network with people, but I was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm just out and not focused on reveal, but you gotta networking is part of this whole process as well, and I think it's a very important aspect, this whole in person meeting the founders, meeting your holders, like that's a very powerful thing as well.
I threw this projection on the short clip on YouTube short clip that Oogies is going to be another big cultural event in the next NFT NYC. That's my projection. I don't know if you guys are going to be going to the next NFT NYC event, but I hope you guys will. And I hope my projection goes well because it actually did go viral. Crazy enough.
Yeah, I think even sooner than that, we're planning to host a really big event at Breakpoint in Amsterdam. So we're definitely trying to step up our game in terms of events. We had one in New York, which is pretty awesome. It was on Saturday though, so a lot of people had already left at that point. But definitely for Amsterdam, we're planning on doing something pretty big and incorporating something a little unique that not a lot of projects have done before.
Yeah. I have a couple of things to ask. It's everything is time related. What the first one, they already mentioned the Gods T-shirt. I wanna know if you have anything to say about the constant. I've seen on Twitter a constant comparison between Oogies and the Gods. I wanna know your thoughts about that one. And again, if you have any like kind of mentor on the NFT space in which you are inspired to make the Oogy project, and what are you planning for the Oogy on the long term run?
Yeah, great question. So, in terms of comparisons, Degods was my first NFT project, right? That is my first project in the space. That is my first community that I was a part of. That is the first community that I felt heartbreak with. That is the first community that I felt euphoria with, going from 30 down to like 10 and then all the way up to like 100, 500, 1,000. Like that is my first real immersion into the NFT space. And that's
Your
where
first
we
tweet.
honestly met that's my first tweet. And then like 2 weeks later, I tweeted Coachella doxing myself, having no clue what doxing was. So but that was my first community, right? And that's where I would say we met 3/4 of our team is just through
Yeah.
that community, just because that's where we were fully immersed. So in terms of the comparisons, at the end of the day, we're not trying to be the next D-Gods. We're not trying to be the next Utes. We're trying to be the next Oogy. I think the
Yeah.
comparisons are inevitable just based on who our team is composed of, based on who we have within the community, just because that was our first community and that's our friend group.
Yeah,
But
of
we're
course.
not trying to emulate them in any way. I think they do a lot of great things. Like their marketing honestly changed the space, right? Their short form video content that Frank does, the videography is amazing. So there's a lot of takeaways that I think any project can follow, that they can do with like transparency, with like Frank does a great job of just putting himself out there every single day, going on spaces, going on podcasts, just like being seen as a founder with proof of work. And I think that's like a commonality that, like I just said, any NFT project can take away from that. So yeah, I think that's super special. In terms of long-term plans, we have long-term goals, but as you guys know, everything in this space changes on a daily basis, right? Like a week in this space is like a year in Web2. So we do have long-term objectives, but we're definitely focused more on like a short-term plans with like this Explorer coming out, with staking coming soon, and then we are doing our own unique twist on airdrops that I think will be super special. So yeah, that's coming out pretty soon as well.
Cool. Yeah. So really interesting to know everything that you are building for Oogy and everything you said.
Yeah. Now, there's one thing that I do want to bring up. We have the collection here from Oogy Collections. We got the Oogy, you got the Oogy pods, you got the Ooze. This thing, it's gonna, it's coming along. And one of the things about projects is they tend to have issues with, let's say, the topic of dilution. I'm assuming you guys will expand your brand and the ecosystem of Oogy. How will you basically try to capture more eyeballs without lowering the quality of Oogies? Because it's difficult. I mean, you had the gods create a new brand around Utes. You had Klanos create a new species, and you had Tayos, create pilots. And every so often there's a struggle in the process at times. So basically, how are you concerned about this, and what's the focus on expansion? Where are you guys going to be going with this?
Yeah, another great question. I think expansion is it's a touchy subject. Some people would say it's inevitable for NFT projects to really try to make their leap into mainstream. Just having more holders in general with multiple collections is just generally better and easier to spread the brand name. But yeah, in terms of making sure that we don't dilute it and dilute the hype, I'd say that our strongest point at Oogy is designing these experiences for people, designing amazing marketing content, designing amazing animations to keep the hype, being out there as founders. And one of our strong suits, which we haven't really touched on yet, is our overall team. I think our team size, our team skill sets, our team capacity really has the bandwidth to handle any sorts of future dilution that we may run across. And I think that's something that's essential in making sure that you're not overstretched as a project when you do like future drops, future airdrops, or anything of that fold.
Interesting. I did hear some things from a prior stream. I know you guys don't want to. If you don't want to talk, but that's fine. Airdrops. I heard that word somewhere. Is that something that you guys disclose or not? Like it kind of looked like a sensitive subject.
No, yeah, we're gonna do airdrops, but we're gonna put our own unique twist on it. So that's where we're at right now in terms of releasing that information to the public. It's gonna be like just like with Reveal, right? We're gonna do it in general, but we're going to put our own twist on it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. It should be super cool. It's a very hype process. And I think that the way we are going about delivering it, the way we're creating another immersive experience with this product, I think will be something special where it's not just like a normal airdrop.
What was the war like with the Bastards? Because we spoke a little bit before we went live. I'm predominantly a trader, and sort of before Mint, it seemed like the Bastards had more hype, even though you guys did have a stronger community. So from a trader's perspective, it somewhat seemed like you guys were the underdog. They had Boogles behind them as well. And I think it's safe to say at this point, you guys won that war. But what was it like behind the scenes?
Yeah, so first of all, no shade at all to the Bastards. I love EJ. I love their team. But yeah, I think in terms of like the hype and all that, to your point, right? We've just been building for a year, right? Since March of 2022. And you can't fake hype with building that long, with developing a community that long, and with developing relationships that long. And we've just been out there. And that's why I think, to my earlier point of being transparent, that's why our community is so strong. They always have our back. And yeah, with the graphics, you know, it was just this very organic process where EJ was like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, put out a little graphic for you guys on Mint Day, and they put that out. And then our artists felt like responding, which we did, and then it just became a really cool like art battle, which you don't see a lot. And it's obviously hard to sustain that, right? Because it takes so much time. But I think during that week when we were going back and forth, I think it was a super entertaining time for the whole space, and you know that really just started the bull run, in my opinion, this little mini bull run with all these other projects coming out and succeeding.
Yeah, and hey, you guys gave us a lot of content to talk about. I remember, you know, each podcast that came, it's like, you know, either Oogy or Bastards dropped another image, and you know, we got to talk about it. So it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, our artist, like, just he is so talented, right? Like you'll see his PFPs, you'll see the detail, but when you see his full graphics, the way he does this really unique thing where he incorporate backgrounds, but they'll be slightly blurry, and it just adds so much depth and perspective. And then Phil, you know, at the beginning of this podcast, when you were presenting that animation with like that background with the pods landing, like he is so good at just incorporating this aspect of you are immersed in this whole different like universe. And yeah, it was just awesome to see him like give him no limitations. Like with the PFPs, you know, it's got to be this angle, this trait can't go with this trait, it's got to follow this color palette, to let him just like go free and do what he wants to do. Like it's a really special thing. Yeah, like that background is just insane, the way he blurs it.
I mean, my favorite one was the one of the Oogy and the Bastard in the bar, and I felt like the color palette was awesome. You know, the confidence that the Oogy was portraying was awesome. Definitely one of my I wouldn't call it an infographic, more of it's not even an infographic,
Yeah,
more
kinda.
of just like world building to an extent. I think you
Yeah,
guys did great with that.
thank you. Yeah.
So, what do you guys want to accomplish in this space? You guys have clearly built something awesome. You have a strong community driving you, a stacked team. What do you guys want to accomplish?
We want to I guess in terms of accomplishment, just keep being Oogy, right? Keep going and building this amazing brand and IP, keep cultivating this special community, keep building immersive product experiences like we do with our reveal, like we do with our website, and just keep adding like our own unique twist to everything. And we've always said since day one, you know, we want to be a team of first, and we're going to continue down that route, just trying to bring more innovation to this space. And you know, a lot of stuff is repeated, like with staking, with reveal, with airdrops, and we just want to find a new way to really do things and add our own twist, which I think at the end of the day just helps move the space forward in terms of innovation, in terms of what projects think they can do. And yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. You know, we got to talk about this now. It had to come up at some point, and I think now that it's sort of behind you guys, you know, we can look back on it and laugh a little bit. Uh, but what was it like behind the scenes when, you know, there was the whole delay with the whole reveal system, and you know, it definitely went on for about 2-3 weeks. You guys wanted to get it right. What was that like behind the scenes?
Yeah, I would definitely say it was, you know, definitely not ideal, right? Excuse me. But like we said at the beginning, the number one product that you promise users when they mint is the art. And it's very understandable that people were upset, you know, that we did not deliver that art on a timely manner. And we take full accountability for that. I would say behind the scenes, incredibly stressful, very hard to market, right? When every single comment is one reveal or fudding about reveal. But you know, thankfully we surround ourselves with a great team. Andy and Brian did a great job. Andy really just leading the dev team, Brian stepping in when appropriate. And yeah, it was stressful, but together as a team, you know, I think you need to go through these periods of like downturn, these periods of being scrutinized, battle tested, because at the end of the day, that makes you stronger. And yes, I did finally sleep.
For sure.
I have never slept so good as I have the past 2 nights. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've been dying to reveal my Oogies. I think it's probably the time to do this within the next 5 minutes. But while I get this thing set up, and I'm probably gonna have bad luck because I always do. I only got one shot. Um, Justin, do you have
Don't jinx it.
any words for the people? Any last words on anything else that's upcoming, whatnot? The show is yours.
Yeah, so we have a lot upcoming in terms of our short-term roadmap. We'll have Explorer coming out hopefully within the next 48 hours. We're just incorporating one last UI UX fix. We'll have staking coming out hopefully within the next 10 to 14 days. Like I said earlier, we're incorporating our own special twist to it, so it won't just be like you click a button and it's staked or something like that. We want to always add our own UI UX element to it, like you see here on your screen. And then yeah, hopefully more information about the airdrops coming out soon. We should be starting that marketing process within the next week or so.
I like how you guys
Also
have
for
planned all
this, make
out.
sure you turn off your Brave shield at the top. I've just seen some problems with that.
Oh,
Yeah, next to like the URL tab. Yeah.
all right. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for this. I have horrible luck. Don't count on me. I'm probably gonna. Let's just go for it. I got
You
it.
got
I'm ready
it.
to reveal.
Everyone,
Here we
make your
go.
bets.
Yep. Make
Let's
your bets.
go.
Let's see what I'm gonna get right here. All right. So I got 2 pads and 2 ooze. Let's see what happens here. Hell yeah, mint my Oogy. All right. Ready to reveal? Yep. Here we go. My one soul wallet. True DGen. Boom. Approve. And let's see. Here we go. Here we go. See where this goes. Ready to reveal. And let's see. Let's see. Here we go. It's happening. Is it happening? You got some Oogy pods coming in. Something's
Oh, I
about to
like
pop
that.
up. And what's going on here? I think my NFT just exploded. And we got this thing. It's moving. Oh,
Oh,
oh
Nice.
snap!
I like
Dude,
it.
I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. So
that one is
I
clean.
like it. I like it. It's pure clean. Tries remaining 2 tries. So I have right now. How many do I have? I think I have 2 left.
It's
Right?
one ooze. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one ooze for the first spin, 2 ooze for the second. So you could use one ooze now if you don't like this one.
So I didn't use any of mine yet.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
I?
the first one you don't use any ooze.
Okay, dude. I think. What do you think? Should I go for another one?
Go for another one. Let's see.
I say screw it. You only live once, right?
End it.
Okay, let's see.
I
I'm
think I hope
100%
I
sure
just
he's
did
gonna
one.
get another comment.
I hope I just did one. Here we go. Shaboom. All in or nothing.
Oh, that is good.
Oh,
That's better. I think
Damn.
that's rare.
That is.
Nice.
Oh, snap, son.
I mean,
Snap, son. All right.
Let's go.
I'm keeping this. I'm
We're
keeping
keeping
this.
that one.
That's
That one's
right.
good. That one's got to
Keep
be
it.
pretty rare. Like top 7,000, top 6,000.
All
Or
right.
not.
nice.
What was that noise?
I mean, if that's 8,500, we are golden because I think that one's super clean.
All right. I have another one. I think. Continue to Oasis. Right.
Yeah, if you press continue, it'll show like all the traits and everything.
Can I do the other reveal now, or I just press continue?
Yeah, you can do the other after this phase.
All right.
There we
Let's
go.
go for it. Got one more here. Welcome to the Oasis, and I'm
And
ready.
then if you scroll down, yeah, there we go.
Oh, traits red. Rare is the snow leopard, the skin. All right, sweet. Now I'm ready for another one now. So
There we go.
That's all I need. All right, here we go. All right, I guess I just press back.
Or if you go all the way down, there should be like reveal another. There we go. Mint another.
Oogie.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Got it. I'm ready to reveal. I I just skipped the instructions. Just press that button. Hell yeah, mint my Oogy right now. Boom. Here it goes. Here we go. Here we go. Ready to reveal. Yep. One chance. Approve. One soul is enough. Cool. And I'm guessing a black turtleneck. Black turtleneck. That's all I
You
want
want
right
it so
now.
bad.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
This is cool, man.
Okay.
Ooh. Oogy-licious. I have one
I don't think
try.
that's a word, but we're gonna go with it.
It is now. I think you have to burn. I think you have to burn another.
You think so? I like this
I
one.
mean, you have it. I mean, if you like it, you can keep it, but you do have one use left.
You
only
should get the
live
black
once.
turtleneck.
You only live once. Here we go.
You never
Last
know.
one. I like this
Come
one though.
on.
I like this one. So I'm kind of nervous because I like
That
this
one's
one.
gone forever. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
It's good that it's
This-
a naked.
this
I feel
one
like
has-
that's better.
this has no fur, straight skin.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, sweet.
It's a
Keep
great
it,
tat,
obviously. Nice. All right, here we go. We did the reveals. Justin,
Oh,
we
22768. Look at
27.
that.
yeah, this is no
Nice.
fur. This is no fur.
Yeah,
This is
but it's no clothing. Yeah,
yeah, I forgot what you call it. This is like a thing. To call
naked.
something that has the naked.
yeah.
But there are some sub DAOs coming in. There's like a Mickey.
There's a Mick Oogie.
Mickey
I
one.
think there's a nouns one. There's
There's a noun
Poogie.
one.
If you guys have seen that little dragon behind the Oogie, they've created their
Yeah.
sub DAO. So yeah, we're trying to definitely enable these sub DAOs because I think at the end of the day, that's what's truly special about the traits that we've really delivered is that each are so distinguishable. You can really resonate with them, and you can see that by the sub DAOs being created.
For sure.
Oh, I got an interesting question actually.
All right, we
Yeah.
got the last question, and then we'll wrap it up.
Unfortunately, I'm too poor to afford any of like major DAOs with major projects. But how will sort of you guys sustain the communities within the sub DAOs, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So we're actively working on that. I think, just being there to listen to the sub DAOs to help them, create graphics, help them create logos right now. But yeah, just really enabling them through different tools that they may want, whether it be custom roles in Matrica, whether it be connecting them with people that we've connected with to help build Oogy, and just really trying to be a soundboard for any ideas to help cultivate their community.
Awesome.
Well, here we go, guys. I just put my question in for you guys. Did you guys like the leopard skin or the no fur Oogy? And so let us know. Overall, Justin, thanks for joining us on this podcast. It means a lot to us actually, because we're just straight dudes, degens, just talking on this podcast. We're not founders. We're just regular dudes, and seeing you come here means a lot to us for like a small community. So we really enjoy talking to you, and much love and all the best to the project as well. So guys, make sure you guys subscribe. You mint that like button, comment below on anything you guys want to talk about in the future. And we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays every day around this time. And again, much love and peace.